Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Dembele. And he cuts out the supply. Unai Simon punts it upfield. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that is out of play. Alexander-Arnold. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Played back in. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's an excellent interception. Roberto Carlos. Azar. Bellingham. Now it's Pelé. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Pelé.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Bale looking to run onto it. Now who's going to be first to this? Roberto Carlos. It's a good spell of possession, this. And a chance! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Benfica penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Now it's Pelé, and here's Azar. Pelé, that's a good Bellingham! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's tidy. Dembele, well-timed, excellent interception. And the return pass. And here's Azar. Now it's Pelé. Now this could be a chance. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And that's a Messi! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Dembele's cross. Puskas. De Jong is the team's great visionary. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Looking for the run. And this is Dembele. Chance, surely! There it is! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And that's aimed into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Azar. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! What a wonderful goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Caros espectadores, informamos que não é permitido estacionar nas vias de acesso ao estádio. Por favor, utilizem o parque de estacionamento do estádio e outros parques circundantes.
There's the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Can he get it through? Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Bale. David Villa. Now, can they get him away? De Jong. Cannavaro. That has not gone well. Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Benfica finding their passes. Now it's Villa. Puskas. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. And he's picked out the run. Adams gets across to intercept that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Benfica really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
push goes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well...
And Cruyff! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Threads one in, and he was quick to react. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Bale. Benfica have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's in a great position here. Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Cruyff. Bellingham delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Oh, delightful ball. And this is Pele. He's free, he has got space. And the shot! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Borussia Dortmund go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Over to the other side. Alexander-Arnold. He's got away. He's a sharp little ball here. Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Corner it is. Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bale! No, not the best of headers. Maldini. De Jong. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Bale. Guardiola. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Puskás. Spread out to the left. Puskás. Del Piero. Here's Roberto Carlos. Thuram. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. 2 minutes to be added on. Roberto Carlos. Great ball, and he's in here. He's found Bellingham! And that will be the final act. Benfica illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So, many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. And there's green grass ahead of him. And no, that was never going to make it.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, it's played into the area. It's out for a goal kick. Torres is flagged offside. Adams. Benfica appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Kante. Oh, played right into his path. And here's Bale. Rooney gets into some space.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Barcola. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Barcola. It's a throw-in. Oh, this looks sharp. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Azar.
It's not the game we were...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rodri chooses to go cross-field. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nicely spread. Owen. Brilliantly cut out. Great chance! Davids. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. Torres finds himself offside. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Beckenbauer. And Adams. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Barcola. Barcola providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Rooney. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Bale. Davids. Oh, what a climb! It's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found the way through. Oh, what a... And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Bale gets flagged offside. Owen. Oh, super find. Picked out. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder. And
He rises! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Osimhen! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in. Barcola in acres of space out wide. And it's Owen. Neymar thinks about the shot. Long ball looking to counter. Barcola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rodri. And it's Neymar. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Barcola. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for options for movement. Rooney, he's found a way through. And it's terrific header. He will be livid with himself. Roberto Carlos. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Hazard picks it up out wide. Now it's Rooney, and he's picked out the run. And he's got the beating of his man. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hazard could try cutting inside here. Baresi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Threads one in. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Adams. Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Roberto Carlos. And that is expertly dealt with. Osimhen. It's a searching pass. Beckenbauer. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Over to the left. Neymar. Ball played for Owen. Fernando Torres. And Torres! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Gets his head on it! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Maradona. He's a sharp little ball here. Torres! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 9.
So, time for changes
Fernando
on
Torres.
both sides, actually.
Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 15. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Great vision. That looks a good ball through. Chouameni, can he spark a counter here? Belletti. Baresi. Beckenbauer. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Chance! Dispatched clinically. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
O camisola. Número 18.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Benfica get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
The final moments of a game. Oh no, what has happened here? That is a brilliant interception. Shapes to shoot! He's got away with one there. Corner number 2 then. David Villa plays it short, in towards the back stick.
Benfica really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Cantona. Now it's Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Hazard. And he shoots! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. How very smart, he just got it right.
Takahara really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
2 up and very little time left, surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have...
And a chance! It's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de compensação.
Benfica give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Now it's Takahara. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Engages and forces him off the ball. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Batistuta. Maradona. And that's it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your reflections then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Out to the right. And he was quick to react. That has been slung wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Serginho. That is good alertness. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Benfica are looking to go forward now. Hazard. He's looking wide, and that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
João Neves kept it up, and Cruyff! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's running through. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he's fallen! It's in! There is the breakthrough. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Owen. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's burst through. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's being urged to shoot. And Owen! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Oh, this looks sharp. No, again, there's no way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cruyff. Neymar. And here's that is Sluta! There it is! Right back in the game! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Neymar did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Neymar. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Just 5 minutes left until the break. That is Stuta! Yes! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Tries to pass it through. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Some really good ball movement. It's a good spell of possession, this. And that's been won straight back. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Benfica are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. So there was the first half.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So it's back to business. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Cannavaro. Konate. Pedri. Serginho. Cruyff. Aims beyond the defence. Played into the box. Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. João Neves wins the duel this time.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's picked out the run. Serginho. Can he get it through? And back to the goalkeeper. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Hazard. Serginho. Good ball over the top.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Lovely feet. Alexander-Arnold. Cruyff has created one goal already. And this is Batistuta. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's missed, but not by that far. And it's Neves. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Backward it goes.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Passing nice and neat. Hazard could try cutting inside here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just eases him off the ball. Looking for a runner. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Forlan. And the finish! They've scored! And again they hit the front. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 87. Número 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 7.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Número 20.
Roberto Carlos.
Número 21.
David Villa. It's Roberto Carlos.
Número 19.
Passes short and sharp. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rodri. David Villa. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Pedri with the clearance. Takes a shot! There's a goal! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say. So what's your view on that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to cut. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well, what about it? Benfica have dragged it back at the last.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking for the run.
I think we might...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Pedri puts his foot on the gas. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Roberto Carlos. Rodri calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4.
Into extra time we go. Benfica did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Knocks it into space, and this is Forlan. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Now the ball in. Owen. Now it's Puskas, looking for options for movement. Great vision. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. David Villa. Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Owen. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. David Villa, and he welcomes it in. Big chance! Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Rodri. Roberto Carlos. Puskás. He's got away. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. And they're back on the ball again. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Looking to play him in. And he's managed to get free. Has a shot! And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a fine interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Forlan is behind this one.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Alexander-Arnold. Now, he's got space here. Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in. There's the shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's the end. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Benfica really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. But as you can see, we've already started here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
That pass has been well intercepted. That is a great pick out. Guardiola. Roberto Carlos. Now Costa Curta. Benfica appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Cruyff. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a shade optimistic. Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Van Nistelrooy knocks it into space. Musiala! And that is doing no harm at all.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Guardiola. Alexander-Arnold. Now here's the delivery. Dumfries. Here's Rodri. Baresi. For Musiala. That's an imaginative pass. That's beautifully weighted. Well, there's the clearance. Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Alexander-Arnold. Guardiola. And it's Cruyff. And Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Owen. Looking for the run. And he's there to belt it away. Baresi. Eder Militao. Almost half an hour in now. Adams. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get on the end of this? Delivery from... Header! Goal! Barcelona! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Costa Curta. Beckenbauer.
Benfica certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Guardiola. Puskas. Can he get it through? And Puskas!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Owen. Puskas finds himself offside. Oh, given away. Owen! Oh, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. And Owen! You've got to be quick to recover this. Quality ball. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. No reported change to either side during the break. And back to the keeper they go. Costa Curta. Here's Roberto Carlos. And it's Neves. Owen. Puskas. And he gets rid in a hurry. Benfica with the corner. They're first. Roberto Carlos plays it short. João Neves. Alexander-Arnold. Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, well played. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Puskás. Puskás, and a chance! He scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
It's a bold move.
Goes for the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Guardiola. Puskás. Adams. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pass is just off target. Now it's Szoboszlai. Guardiola. And it's Neves. Benfica have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
It's a good spell of possession, this. And the shot! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Benfica take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Roberto Carlos. Now João Neves. Szoboszlai unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Guardiola. Alexander-Arnold. He's had it taken off him. Rooney. Lovely pass, but can he get that? Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And it's been taken short. Cross from Musiala. And it's Rijkaard. And the finish! And he comes up trumps again. Barcelona have their second corner now. Soboslai with the short one. That's a decent clearance. Can he finish? Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Roberto Carlos. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Puskás. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. João Neves is in a really good position out wide. Now there's a fine ball. Tries to play it through. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Clinical, just clinical. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.